He's Wisconsin coach Paul Chryst here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Coach?
I'm doing well, Rich. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. What was it like for you, being a Wisconsin guy through and through, to coach in Lambeau Field? What in the world was that like for you?
It was pretty neat, especially the way the game plays out. And I've always felt really fortunate to be coaching, and in every stadium, especially when there's history in them, those are neat. I appreciate the history of the game, and what really was the best part of it for me though was that opportunity for our kids to be able to play in it and to play a really good football team and end up finding a way to win it. For them to have that moment, it was I think that was the best part for me.
How much did you have to tell them leading up to the week? No Lambeau leaps, no leaps. How much you have to do that?
You know what? It's I was just hoping we get an opportunity to do a leap. So it was. You know what? I feel pretty fortunate with this group, and we didn't even address it, didn't talk about it, and knew that they would handle themselves the right way, and that was what was pretty cool at the end. After the game, what a great way. That's the right time to do it. Was they all got to, if they wanted. We had a couple guys who were too tired, and a couple of linemen said there's no way they were going to try that one. But we had some guys do it, and that was a pretty good way to finish the day.
Paul Chryst, coach of the number 8 team in the country, the 4-0 Wisconsin Badgers, joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show before he goes into the big house to take on my alma mater, number 4 Michigan, equally 4-0. You went and made a switch at quarterback, Coach. Alex Hornibrook, a redshirt freshman, as you sat fifth-year senior Bart Houston. What was that decision about, Coach? Why did you make that move right in the middle of a very important, or at the outset of a very important stretch of at Michigan State, at Michigan, home for Ohio State?
I think it started with, as we went into fall camp, having no real declared starter, and wanted both Bart Houston, the fifth-year senior, and Alex, the redshirt freshman, to just focus on being the best quarterback they could in camp. And the goal in camp was for us to, they earned the right to play, that you could put either one in and feel like, what, not only could they play, but they could help us play well. And I thought both did that in camp, and there wasn't, like a huge separation between the two in many areas, and so made the decision that, partly due to his, some experience he had last year, and that Bart would start against LSU, and I thought it was important to let Bart know and Alex that Bart didn't want him looking over his shoulder, and yet that Alex had earned the right to play, and we were going to play him. It didn't know when, didn't want to say, hey, in this game or in this series, but both would play, and because they'd earned the right. And then Alex was able to play week 2, and then week 3 we were playing, and Bart. A lot of this wasn't his fault, but we were kind of struggling offensively. We fumbled the ball in the one, but that wasn't on him, and a couple drop passes, and yet as a team we weren't clicking, and so then went with Alex, and we started moving. So I thought, leading up to last week, Alex had earned the right to get more plays, to get the start, and really the same conversation. Then don't want you looking over your shoulder, but Bart, you need to be ready, and wouldn't hesitate to play in, so that's where we're at right now.
Well, I mean, and you're definitely the object that's getting closer in the rearview mirror of people looking over their shoulder at your team, and it seems, though, that your team really enjoys this overlooked aspect of your team, that they're wearing it, and in a lot of their public comments. Are you playing that up with the team, that nobody's expecting us to be as good as we have proven to be so far?
Actually, I haven't, and I think what I've tried to do is just get them to embrace each moment and be in the present and focus on the things that we can control. And at the end of the year, they'll write the story, but until then, none of it really matters. And it's all how can we get better, and what can we do today to be the best we can be, and that's what we spend our time, and I've appreciated this group. They're fun to be around, and they work and they enjoy being a part of the team, and I think love being a part of the team and want to do their part for the team. And I know, where they're coming from with that, but no, it's not something that, because at the end of the day, you got to go out and you earn whatever you get, and so I think that, you could play that disrespect. What's that mean? Like, how you follow that up with, so now what? There is nothing. You just got to go do what you can do and be the best you can be. And obviously we've got a huge challenge this weekend, but just want them to be as prepared as they can be, and then go out and play the game and enjoy playing the game. And that's what they've done, and I've appreciated that. They kind of take each game and try to make the most of it.
Wisconsin head coach Paul Chryst joining me here. A couple minutes left with the coach before he takes on Michigan. How many snaps do you think your Bill Peppers are going to be out there for?
Boy, I see something to watch. It's I'd like him more if we weren't playing against him. But he is. I mean, there's a guy that can. How many people can impact a game, and it doesn't matter who's got the ball. If he's on offense, he's on defense, he's in special teams. And that's. It's pretty impressive. Anybody
in particular playing him on scout team this week?
If he did, we wouldn't be on our scout team.
Okay. So then what should I be concerned about, Coach, as a mission? Tell me.
Who am I to tell you, Rich, what to do?
No.
Think or anything like
what
that.
should I be concerned about watching this game on Saturday? Tell me. Come on.
I'm not going to tell you anything like that.
Okay. Why? Because you think it'd wind up bulletin board material somewhere else or something like that?
No, I think that might be one of the last people to really give any bulletin board material to anybody.
I'm sure. I know that. I'd imagine so. But I mean, I'm concerned. You tell me, should I be concerned? How concerned should I be? Is there any help you can give me on this front? Because my emotions are yo-yo.
I was literally about coming on the show. Even I didn't know if I'd get raked over the coals or what it was, but
no.
I appreciate this.
Look, Paul, I am a Big Ten guy. What you did in Michigan State last week, what you did against LSU, what you're building there in LSU, or continuing the Barry Alvarez, it's awesome. I respect the heck out of it. But now that we got that out, how concerned should I be on Saturday? You got anything for me?
Not going there. And I know you're a pro, one of the best, but not going there.
Okay. Is JJ Watt involved through his bro here? I mean, I know he's banged up, but how much are you hearing from him on these fronts these days?
Paul? I was lucky to be here with JJ, and then Derek, his brother, now is with the Chargers, and it's a neat family, and they are close. And but obviously he's got to take care of some other business right now, but they are always in contact and watching each other, and it's what a neat family.
Okay. And is TJ remind you of JJ in any way?
TJ's pretty good now, and TJ's gonna. You know what? TJ will make his own mark, and that's pretty cool, and that's a high bar, right? And you got two brothers, both in the NFL, but he's pretty special.
Okay, so if I read into your words, I should be concerned about TJ Watt. Okay, I should be concerned about this wise beyond his years redshirt quarterback.
If you need that for a competitive edge to find your concerns, then you go with what you got to go with.
How about this? Let's agree on this. Good luck on Saturday, and the following Saturday, you go take care of business against Ohio State. How about that?
All right, we're just going to enjoy this opportunity, and then we'll turn the page after that.
We'll turn the page. Okay, yeah. Once we turn the page, we're on the same page. Does that make sense?
There you go.
Okay.
I don't know what you just said, but it sounded good.
Coach, take care of yourself. Thanks.
All right, thanks so much.
You got it. That's Paul Chryst.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.